Hi guys, and here, welcome back to Minecraft and my Let's Play world, and today we're here at the ocean farm. We're going to turn our attention to these, and that's feed from the tank over here. It's this one here, and today I want to get that tank set up, get them being fed through like these guardians are now already, and then get them coming into here, get the kill chamber up as well. So this is where the kill spot's going to be. So they're going to come along to here. At some point I'll raise them up into the air, along and down the right number of blocks, so they're a one hit kill here, and ideally have them where they can auto kill as well, so I don't have to worry about them dying. I can just sit there, let them die off automatically and collect their drops. But then I also don't think about this second area as well, which I have now cleared out of water. That's all done. Got my beacon set up here ready, so I'm going to get this stripped out as well. So that is gone, and then once we've got that kill chamber set up and the other tank over there, we can turn attention over to here, mark out the tanks over here, that'll get fed from there into there, and then we can get that hooked up to the system. But first, this down, and then we're going to go over to there. I haven't got replay mod working yet. I'll be totally honest, I've not really tried. I've been busy with other stuff anyway, but at the moment I have no replay. It seemed to not appear anymore in my list, or be able to record after I installed the complimentary shader pack. I'm not sure if that is connected or not. I'll have a look into it though and find out what's going on regarding that. But I'm going to get this cleared first, and then we'll turn attention to that tank. So I shall be back with you in a second. And there we go, one missing monument with the beacon still in place. I've actually marked out where the tanks are going to go over here and over there. I did do them the other way around by mistake at first, but I think I've still messed this up because that tank... What am I doing here? Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right. And then over here, this needs to be corrected. Yeah, I got tanks the one way around at first. I had them pointing that way, and I think I want the pipework to go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. 1, 2, there. Right, let's get rid of you two. But there we go. That's going to be the two tanks here. So the pipework will come this way and then that way. Otherwise, then that way they're coming into where the portal is, and also where the train station will be as well. That won't really do. I've had to lower my frame rate and take up all particles because the source isn't in the bottom of there, and that bubble is causing me all sorts of lag. Slowing me right down, so not really what I want, but we're going to get this up and running now. So this, I need to get this lined up in here, so I just come two past that. I have to try and remember how to do this again now, because I kind of winged it by last time. Maybe not that far. Put this back bit of a tank, 3 up, and then 2 deep all along there, and then the normal prismarine underneath. So that's up here. That's 1, 2, 3. That's that there, and then I can now do this. So let me go and get this in place. I'll put the base on this side. That's all in place there. So the height of this tank is Y64, so I might as well put the front of it in as well. And I think we'll just take the frame in the middle all the way up as well. Let's get the centre bits in here. That's there and there, so it's Y64. We'll put a frame at the top here, so then it's all framed in. That is one shell. Needs a roof on it, but we've got a shell up. I think right now, if I put the glass in, I might go over to that other tank, or other farm, and put 2 shells up over there. Whilst I have these measurements fresh in my head. Might need a few more locks first. But if I get these up, then at least I'm getting a little bit of somewhere. 1, 2. And we are back. 2 frames over here in place. I put what is going to be the feed for going through to there in place as well. So, come back over here first, because I'll do this side first. What I need to do now is get in place the glass, and then the signs, because at the top, where they've got roof is, there's one block there of air, and one block, then the next block down has got a water flow coming to the edge, and then the next block below that is signs, and then this is all solid water down to the bottom, and then here there is soul sand, which causes bubbles, so they go shoot up into the water flow to the side, come here, hit this down. As you can see there, we then have water flows going down here, down there, connecting to that, and then go all the way down there. So what I'm going to do now is put in place the glass around the edge. Then I'm going to sort out the water flows for going into there. Then I'm going to put the water in, then the sign, get the signs, water in there, water at the bottom, soul sand in, and then it's just a case of putting some kelp in the bottom, bone meal in it, and then as it goes up, it will start forming bubble columns everywhere, and then that will then all sort out in between all the water sources, and then that will hopefully make sure we've got water everywhere, and the guardians can then start spawning, and then I guess repeat it over those two tanks, and that will then, in theory, give us 2 farms producing guardians. The next step will then be to work out how to kill them. So let me get this farm up and running. We'll get this one working. I think what I might do is get this one in, see what glass I've got left, and maybe put the glass in those two, but then focus on this working and getting this in, getting the kill chamber set up for this farm first. I think that might be the better thing to do. So I'll be back with you in a second. And several hours later, 2 tanks, all ready to go. I just need to put break the netherrack there, and then do the kelp underneath and bone meal it to grow it up to get the bubble columns in place there. Likewise, same on this tank. I also need to fill in the chutes, which will feed the guardians down into here and then along out that way. You seem to have lost your llama, sir. But I'll leave these 2 tanks for the moment. They're less important. I'm focusing on this one over here. And I don't have a roof on it, but I have seen guardians spawning in here. One thing I didn't do, and I forgot to do on this one, is... Oh, go away. The row of signs there on the edge. The guardians were coming up here because I had glass initially. And I couldn't work out why they weren't going over the edge. And then I looked over at the tank I'd done previously, over there. And there is a row of signs along the top there, so the glass, so the water goes on top of there, but the guardians can then go up and straight through and down, and then they're fed into the chute and out and along there. Look at them all going. Seems to be more on that side than this side, but this hasn't got a roof on it, and that will affect spawns as well. Likewise, I need to put half slabs on top and get it tidied up. I also need to do a lot of tidying up around here. There's little columns of all sorts of stuff everywhere where I've been pillaring up as I go along. But that can all get dealt with later on. I think now it's more a case of we need to get this farm up and running. I got myself potions of invisibility to help put stuff down in the tank when I was doing the kelp. Never thought to get potions of water breathing. That would have been helped a lot as well. Central column. 1, 2, 3. We'll do that. I'll take this with 3 high. I'll put a stair there. Let me just do this all the way around. I've gone 3 high just so this will let me get. That's not right. Just so I can get something underneath it, so I can pipe any drops out along into a storage solution. Maybe I'll just pipe them underground anyway. I don't know yet. But this just lifts them up and makes it easier for me here. Double chest there. Let me get some hoppers into here. I want one into there, one into there. I'll put a hopper feed into each of those there. And then on top of that, I want 4 hopper. That's probably not the best way to do this, is it? I can just pop you out there like that. I can do the same over here. That's fine. So they should be now coming through underneath there. If they are landing on there, I need to work out. I've got the height in a world, a test world. I've been testing the height of what they all die on. So I've added half a slab there. What I need to do now is put a column up, along, and down. Connect this up to it. And we'll get them dropping in. This can be tidied up afterwards. So let me get that done, and we'll see where we are after that. Right, here we go. The Guardians are coming in. They're coming down here. They go up. They come down. They fall. They die. It's as simple as that. I tried to get in where I can get one height for when they die and one height for when they live. And sometimes when the dying platform, they were still living and so forth. So I thought, you know what? I don't need an XP farm here. I have other XP sources. I was going straight for the kill. So I can come up here if the odd one does survive. Occasionally it does. But say 99.9 now, 90% time they don't. So I keep coming here, empty this out myself. And then over here I've been just populating it. Got one pufferfish through. I'm not quite sure how that got in. Get the shards in there and then I can get my bits in here. Do need to get an automatic sorter for parts in here. But I do notice with this, when they're coming in, they tend to fight and they go back up with the current and stuff like that. It's not one continuous flow. I have now added on over here as well a roof onto this one, which is now kicks in spawns over here, so they all come spawn in here as well as in here. So that's good. But as you can see, I decided to try and get one of these farms connected up. However, rather than pushing them along like this, I thought we'd try and use a bit of gravity. So I ran from here, going backwards, an ice path where they slide along, got to this point, and then I changed the style so they come down, funnel into here, and then straight up, and then slide down. They still fight the path, they're still jumping back up and down and stuff like that. So that wasn't much. I've not set that one up, or I'm not in touch with that tank yet. Why is he out? I'm also finding as well when I'm standing over here, there's a delay. There's a delay for them getting spawned, coming into here, to then getting processed, and then getting killed. And then obviously me collecting drops. I mean, in all fairness, I don't need that many drops. I just need enough. I can just leave myself here, go for the weekend doing jobs around the house and whatever, and just let this run and gather the drops, and that'll be sufficient for what I need. I don't need vast quantities of any of these materials. And once I've got myself a stock of them in, that'll be fine. See, they are coming in and they are coming slowly. However, I've got choices now. Do I leave it as it is? Which, in all fairness, I don't like that. That's a lot neater. So I can either A, leave this as it is. B, rip all that out and put in the same as here. Which I can use exactly the same person I've got over there, but where I've got them in the big tanks filtered down, rather than to center point like that one to the edge, that's not a problem. Can do that. Or I can leave this side feeding through and into here. And then maybe modify this side and have this as the XP option if I wanted to. Have it where these two tanks come up to here, drop back down, probably swap it more into the middle and have that as a where they don't automatically die, and have that as an XP option, and have that as it is just for the drops. So I can AFK over there if I wanted to, or I can come over here and get the XP, which I think might be the more preferable option. Because even with that, if I did that, I can still have a tunnel shooting the drops from there through into a storage system over there. So that would still work from that point of view. And I think that is probably my preferred option. There's quite a lot of these coming in now. I stand up here. Me stand up here, there's quite a few coming in. But again, you see, they're still jumping and fighting the current. They're not just going down and just accepting their fate sort of thing. They're still fighting against it. But I don't like this. So I think I will do that. I think at some point I will come back and take this down. XP farm over there. This will be a automatic kill farm just for the drops. I can AFK get the drops. I think that would work out better for me. And then once they're both up and running, we can work out some sort of design how I want this area to look. Cause, I mean, all the floors need doing and stuff like that. Probably need some sort of pattern on the wall as well, because that's quite plain. But I think that will be a better option going forward. But it's been an interesting experiment trying to work out the best ways to do this. And just seeing how you can get these two farms. Because if you're down here as well, you've got all 4 farms fighting for spawning spawns. And see, there's not vast amount coming in when they're coming in. But, like I say, a lot of this stuff has been from the material from the 2 temples down. But I have been making some blocks up as well, as I needed them. But for the moment, we are getting drops in. We can make sea lanterns over for Sapphire Industries. And that is ultimately the aim for this project. It's just not the most fast performing farm in the world. I can get an automatic storage collection for these drops here going forward. And store that somewhere over there. But that's for another day. I'm getting my drops in now. I'm happy. But I'm going to leave this video here. If you've got any ideas how we can maybe potentially improve it, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.